to record for me. So I'm just going to take this as it goes. I can never get the first video to upload, but this is part 2 of doing stuff to the old Tahoe here. So we're going to do a full exhaust. We're going to do headers, equal length loop, X-pipe. For now, I don't have mufflers, so it's going to be a clapped out shit box and be straight out. Hope don't know that yet. So here's a before. Right now it is a third cat delete. Flowmaster 40 back to a little shotgun tip here. It's not bad, but my boy Math here says that I'm actually getting ready to DOD delete this and put a cam in it, other stuff like that. And I would rather do the exhaust first, see how it sounds like that. So that way, whenever I pull the motor, build it, all I gotta do is unbolt the headers, take them out. Yeah, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. All right, let's get this thing in the shop. All right, we're up on the lift. By the way, I remember dreaming of having a shop and a lift. Let me tell you, having a lift is like the best thing since sliced bread. So anyway, we got old girl up on the lift. I have an idea, and I've only seen it done one other time, literally on a white Tahoe. But before that, I was like, you know, I want to do something different. I'm having true duals straight all the way back. And instead of, you know, doing dumps over, I was like, why don't I just do a little bit of Corvette action? So I've got a set of tips made up. Let me walk over here and show you real quick. Got some stuff on top of them, but we used to have a Mustang and it had MBRP exhaust on it, and I pulled it off. Well, I stuck them puppies together and welded them up, and I come up with that. So those are going to come right out in the middle. Anyway, in order for me to do that, I got to remove a few things. Obviously, spare tires out of there. So I took the little spare tire deal out of there just so it wasn't in my way. There was a heat shield right here for the spare tire. Took it out. So basically, here's what I'm going to do. Now, I would like to say that it's full custom all the way. It's going to be, but this is Redneck Customs, baby. And although I have all of this speed engineering piping and everything like that, I ain't going for looks. I'm just going for usability. So basically, we're going to lob this sucker off right there. Preferably right there, give or take. So that way I could stick some pipe into that. All right? All right. Anyway, so we're going to keep that piece to right there. And we're going to cut this one. I'm going to angle it and then shoot it right there. And then obviously the next one's going to have to squeeze beside it and come all the way back. So it's going to be almost all custom. So I haven't quite decided what I'm going to start with yet, but I'll pick y'all up whenever I do that. Update. I'll give y'all a hint. You know it's not a good sign whenever the welder has to come out. We got the manifolds off. We got the Y pipe out. I was successful until I wasn't. This one right here, number 1 on the driver's side, gave me a little bit of a fit, but I prevailed. That's the type of shit that you hang up on the wall. We got that one out. And man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If I didn't have a lift, I would not, absolutely would not be doing this. I would have to pay someone else to do it. I don't know how I ever used to do stuff laying on the ground until I got a lift. But we got those bad boys out. Got the old crusty, dusty, rusty, musty. I was successful on all of them except that one right there. But now we're getting ready to tackle the absolute hardest one. Back passenger side. So I'll update y'all. Thank God for aluminum heads. But I'm 1, 2, there's another bolt over there, 3. But here's where we are. Hold on, I'm trying to hold you straight. See that? We're close. Close. All right. I didn't do a lot of recording, but here we are. Obviously the headers are in. I got my custom, I got 2.5 inch B-bands, custom clearanced. Just realized that I have to zip tie the O2 sensor wires up out of the way. All right. Under the Tahoe now, I had to custom build my crossover piece with a custom self-clearance in it. V-bands all the way. So then, comes out of the V-band, goes into my equal length loop, straight into my X-pipe, hangered up. Magniflow bullets. It's almost all custom. I left this. Made the most sense, okay? Then come over, MBRP, I think 2.5, 3-inch tips, maybe 4. And we're good to go. Yeah. All right, guys. Few things to touch on after looking at those last few clips. As you could see, from when I first started it to the other starts of starting it, you'll see that the tone drastically gets a little bit more different. Not a horrible thing, but the thing is starting to sound a little bit more clappy than I think I would like it to. I have another video. It's a Snapchat video, but I think I'm going to try to find it and put it right after this one, probably right now. Just to show you what I'm talking about. Anyway, so after you could hear that, you could hear that the magniflows slowly started to start to blow up. Now, not a horrible thing. Deal with it. But one of the biggest things I want to touch on is my Corvette style tip system that I thought I was going to go with. As you can see, I didn't end up doing that, and there's a few reasons why. One being that I ran into some clearance issues. Two being that the license plate, or not the license plate, but the boat hitch cover on this deal, the little pins, and I'll turn my light on here so I can show you. Both of the pins are right there on the bottom side. So that wasn't necessarily gonna work. Now, another thing too is I ran into some clearance issues of it not working. And if you watch one of the last videos, you'll see that I noticed that one of my exhaust tips was hanging down. And I'll show you why. So you can see I measured the gap on that one, and I measured the gap on that one, and I couldn't necessarily figure it out. That wasn't until I noticed this. I don't know if you could see that, but I didn't leave myself a whole lot of room. And it's not that I didn't leave myself a whole lot of room, it's that there was no room to be left. So the first few big bumps, the back of the Tahoe is pretty squishy. It decided that it was going to smash my pipe end. Now, not the end of the world, but that's what's different between me and others. I like to explain my wrongs and my rights. Anyway, though, to top that off, I don't really have any videos of it, but I've got a good local guy, a good buddy of mine, Turbo Timmy. I took it to him, had him tune out all of the check engine lights that it had from losing the second O2 sensor. I got to take it back up to him. There's one sensor that keeps kind of giving me some trouble. But other than that, that pretty much concludes the install of the exhaust on my wife's 15 L83 Tahoe. Y'all just gonna have to wait and see what comes next. Take it easy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also, go find my other social medias. I'm on Facebook. Not really active on Instagram. I'm pretty active on TikTok. And I'm definitely active on Snapchat. So y'all make sure to follow me. I will list all of those in the comment section below. Y'all have a good one. Ooh, what's that?